was all fun until we got off the elevator and saw this sign. The landscapes, the culture, the wildlife, the adventures. Whether you're an adventure seeker or a nature lover, you are going to love New Zealand. Here are things to do in New Zealand, also known as reasons to go to New Zealand and study abroad. People tend to think of New Zealand and Australia as being interchangeable, but the closest place to Australia is 3.5 hours away by plane. They have an entirely different culture. They even have an entirely different accent. Number 1, have you ever stayed in a silo? Yeah, that's a thing. You could stay in a silo in New Zealand. It's just 45 minutes outside of Christchurch. Number 2, you can visit Hobbiton and explore Middle Earth. The movie set from the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies, and it's actually a working farm. It's just 138 kilometers or 86 miles outside of Auckland, and it's fun even if you're not a fan. But if you are a fan, know this, there are over 150 locations throughout New Zealand that were used within the films. Number 3, love mountains? 2/3 of the country is mountainous. There's one road between Akaroa and Christchurch that has 49 turns and an elevation of 1,500 feet. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, to be on a motorcycle on this road? Number 4, cycling is actually really huge there. There are cycleways from the top to the bottom of hill. Number 5, there are also 11 active volcanoes, and some of them you can see on hiking tours. And the fjords. Number 6, just imagine this. You're traveling through mountains of prehistoric proportions. Like if someone said, look, there's a dinosaur, you'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. Then there's a hazy mist covering everything, and running down the mountains are waterfalls, waterfall after waterfall after waterfall. Do you see how the mountains dwarf that boat? And this sounds corny, but it feels magical.
Guys, I can't begin to help you to be able to see the grandeur of these mountains. They get dwarfed in the screen, but in real life, they are larger than life. Like they use this for Jurassic Park, The Hobbit, a number of other films. Like these mountains are huge. You have to come and see this for yourself in person.
Number 7, Auckland. Get a view from the Auckland Sky Tower. It's the tallest freestanding structure in the Southern Hemisphere. They have 2 observation decks on their 51st and their 60th floors with cool views. And it was all fun until we got off the elevator and saw this sign. It was for their national rugby team, the All Blacks. Known for their haka war cry before international games. Awkwardness averted. And if you want to take the adventure up a level, you can skywalk or sky jump the 192-foot Sky Tower, if you did. Number 8, if you're a backpacker, well, there are plenty of hotels catered to you. Number 9, into van life, camper life, I got you too. At any point in time, there could be about 30,000 camper vans on the roads. New Zealanders as well as tourists love camping and tramping, also known as hiking.
Of course, you can't be in New Zealand without trying kiwi, #1 export.
If you love animals and people, not so much, perfect. 11, New Zealand has more sheep than people. There are 4.5 million people in New Zealand. That would be about 7 sheep to each person. So part of me feels sad as if they're scared of the sheepdog, but the other part of me is amused and impressed because they lined up like soldiers. You can also see a sheep get shorn. And have a spot of tea while you're there too.
12.
13. Not into sheep? Not a problem. Akaroa, former whaling town, has lots of whale watching opportunities. And you could even swim with the dolphins. Not in a tank, but in the actual ocean. 15. You can learn to sail a yacht. That's just the start. There are even more things to do. If you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up? Thanks so much for watching Journey with Jordana. I make videos on getting into and through college and studying abroad, one of the perks of college. See you later. Bye.